Trump's threatening martial law in Washington, D.C., and why that's a blessing. Hi, I'm Darren Monroe. I used to work on Kamala Harris's campaign, one of thousands who did. And I have 30 years marketing branding experience for Universal DreamWorks MCA. And we're going to talk today about why this is a blessing. And first of all, I want you to understand something. This is sponsored by my Clarity Group. I'm talking live tomorrow on Saturday. You should be there. Join my Clarity Group. There's a reason why I tell people repeatedly to do this, because I can't say things openly on YouTube. And some of you just don't get it. These people are censoring the fuck out of us. Not just because of the language, but really they're censoring the things we're saying. I'm trying to tell you, get to a group where you can hear it like it's real about the election. Hear where there's 8 investigations. Hear the real truth about Epstein. In fact, this weekend, I'm talking about Epstein, what really happened, and what the second level of it. I delivered one report. I got a second version coming this weekend. Now, here's the deal. Him coming in, threatening, and actually putting martial law, national emergency in D.C., Chicago, New York, LA, it's a blessing. And let me explain why. When I grew up as the overweight kid with thick glasses, and I was born with cataracts. So I wear contacts, but sometimes I wear glasses, and nowadays I wear more of my glasses than I do contacts. Well, I was afraid to death of doctors, shots and needles and blood tests. I used to freak out as a kid. I don't now. Why? Because I'm an adult? Yeah, but there's something more important to this. I matured at the level to where there was nothing else they could do to me that's supposed to hurt me, because I decided that they're not going to hurt me. Think about what I just said. With him sending these troops in, it does nothing but 1, create protest, 2, manufacture drama, 3, even the soldiers are looking like, what the fuck? 4, it only has people looking at Epstein more, thank goodness, because for the last 29 weeks, everything he's been doing has been to cover up everything he's been doing. So, for instance, when he was talking about the $400 million plane, he didn't want you looking at the big, beautiful BS bill. When he was talking about alligator Alcatraz, he didn't want you looking at all of the American citizens who were children he illegally deported. How did that become normal? When he was basically bringing up some sort of gimmicky thing like sending submarines nuclear submarines close to Russia. He's trying to cover things up. When he is putting Obama's picture in the stairwell, he's trying to cover things up. When he's releasing MLK files, he's trying to cover things up. But what he does is listen to the word, listen to the end of this too. He's trying to desensitize what is happening. That's why I tell you to get in my Clarity Group, because I'm talking on Saturdays and Tuesdays, sometimes Thursday, 2 to 3 times, and I have reports, and I have almost daily assessments. Sometimes I skip a day or two, but I have these assessments on what's really going on, because psychologically he is fucking with you on a daily basis. And the greatest wealth that Donald Trump has, the greatest wealth he has, is his ability to rent free space in the minds of the 100 million people plus that hate him. He's only effective if he's able to be effective. And what you need is reprogramming. And if you think you can do it by yourself, that's like saying, I'm going to treat myself when I'm sick. No, you need a doctor, motherfucker. Get some advice, the right doctor, hopefully. If you're dealing with a problem, you need somebody who can professionally help you solve them. And what we have right now is 3.5 years of foolishness we got to go through. No, Kamala Harris is not going to show up from the sky like Jesus and save us. Not going to happen. I wish it was true, but it's not. You got to save your mother and self. You got to. You got to pull this together. And if you think you're going to do that from social media, you're a fool. And I know you're not a fool. There's a lot of people, well, Darren, I don't know if I should come in to the clarity group because da-da-da-da-da. Listen, you're investing in foolishness. And for those who say, well, how dare you promote something? Yeah, on YouTube, the $1 billion YouTube that gives you a commercial every day. It makes money with all of our content. This ain't even YouTube's. YouTube makes money from getting other people to make content. They pimp other people's content. But I'm the wrong one for making an offer, right? Right? Motherfucker, please. Here's the thing. I help. I have value. If you don't see it, that's fine. I ain't here to explain that to you. You keep going through all that damn drama. But what I am telling you is this. There is somebody out there who's going to clarify not only what he's doing, but how you should fucking feel about it. Because his power is in his ability to mind fuck people into believing that he's winning. Do you know this guy's got a court score of 18 and 109? But yeah, Darren, he's doing all these stuff. And I'm like, you freaked out motherfucker. Sit your here's what I tell people in the clarity group. Sit your ass down. Yeah, the election was stolen. There was fraud. Here's how. If I go any deeper than that, they'll limit my video here. They don't even let you say shit. That's how you know a coup has happened. That's how you know a coup has happened. Do you know how many millions of left-wingers lost their accounts on social media because we were telling the truth? That's how you know a coup has happened. Do you know when you got Democrats going out there saying, well, maybe it was the economy. Bitch, please, are you kidding me? Economy? No. It was prejudice, misogyny, it was racism, it was homophobia, xenophobia, and right wrapped in there was some anti-Semitism. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. It was a bunch of people who hid behind the economy so they didn't get in trouble saying, I don't want that black Indian woman married to the Jew as my president. And some of these people were black Indian women. Black and Indian women, or black women, or Indian women, and there was some. I didn't say all of them, because the majority of black women voted along with black men. They were 90% vote. Black men were 80% voted. As a black people, we voted 85%. We were the largest number. The second largest number were the Jews, 75%. Under that was Latinas, 60%. And yes, one other group that was just as high as the Jews, which was the gay community. They knew what was coming for them. This should have been a win. But it was a stolen election, and the people who didn't show up sat their ass on the couch. Some of you white women are very upset thinking that, yes, the election was stolen, and don't want to believe that enough millions of white women disenfranchised their vote by sitting their ass on the couch or voting Trump. But it happened. There are Latinos who don't want to believe that their own people voted for this stuff, but it happened. And they don't want to believe it's happening to them now, and that Trump did what he said he wouldn't do, but it happened. And it's happening. Who told you from go, black folks? But understand this, all of this shock and terror that's happening right now, there's a turnaround for this. There's a good side to this. There is. There's an outcome. And it goes like this, everybody. He's desensitizing us to the effectiveness of his terrorizing. What happens then when he does that with cities? We're looking at it like so, and we continue in protest, and we don't do shit he says. He doesn't terrorize us. No more than the police terrorize black people effectively. We've been terrorized. When they show up, we like, that's why the hood over in D.C. is like, when they show up, they're like, And then people who come to you talking about, well, black folks, that's why you need to be more activated because of this. Like, wait a minute. It didn't stop. The only difference between ICE and the police is they took the POL off the signs and said, we're ICE. They're not ICE. They're ICE. ICE. And when brown people freak out and tell me things like, but Darren, you don't know what it's like to be pulled over. Are you fucking kidding me? Where are you from? Where are you from? Black people are still being terrorized. And don't you know that there are Caribbean and Africans who are getting terrorized right now by ICE? They're in shock. We're not. Black folks have been trying to tell you for the last 100 years, you are not special. They're fucking with you, so you act differently towards us, and we act differently towards you. Divide and conquer. Oh, it gets deeper. Our Latino brothers and sisters, we were telling them to vote our way. We ain't voting for Kamala because she's black. We're doing it because we're black. And there are people who are coming at us with this bull talking about like they got a choice. There were people who did not believe this could happen, and now it's happening. And the blessing part of this with D.C. and any other city is the fact that it desensitizes us, and then we don't act accordingly. He's basically fucking with us at the level to where we're going to be calm when they show up and protest and fight back. And honestly, as I teach in the Clarity Group, I'm like telling people, listen, there's going to be a process in this like growing crops. You can do all the planting, all the fertilization, all the watering, all the sunlight. But you know what it takes? Time. In time, we're going to kick butt with this. That's why the mayor of the mayor of D.C. has been like, you know what? We're going to hold off. We're going to let him play this out. Play it out. You bad, play it out. Playing your game, baby. Hey, he's playing this game. And what we going to do is hold out. But the blessing part is his ability to desensitize, because in 6 months, people coming back like badass. And they ain't thinking twice about it. In my Clarity Group especially, they're like, okay, this is a trick. I'm training people in their minds to think a certain way so that you don't fall for this stuff and that you don't freak out. Many people think, well, I got to go out. I got to do something. No, you don't. Sit your ass down. Calm the fuck down. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. You just got to chill and be focused. That's all you got to do. You do that, you win. You don't, you don't. You got a choice. The wealthiest thing Donald Trump has is the space he lives in the head. He rents for free. The space, free space he rents in the heads of over 100 million people who can't stand him in America alone. Not to mention his international prospects. Do you realize how ineffective this man is? I'm telling you, if you just continue to condition yourself to think differently, binge watch the last 10, 20 of my videos, it will make a difference in your life. Facts. Facts. It will have you thinking completely differently. Because if you think, we got to respond and do this. No. Sometimes the best response is to sit the fuck down and watch this play out. I'm not saying be apathetic or passive. No. I'm simply saying, after contacting your Congress, after joining Indivisible, and after joining the ACLU, after doing what you can do, you need, and after, of course, sharing videos, like sharing my videos and other videos that communicate this message in a way that's not an alarmism, You got to protect your peace, your spirit. And that's what I help you do. Go from chaos to clarity in the clarity group. The idea is, how do you calm the down while knowing what's going on, doing what you can, and showing peace in the process. Tomorrow I'm speaking on Saturday. It's called How to Empower Your Peace in the Midst of Trumpism. Because reacting to shit is not a strategy. Being upset is not a strategy. Coalescing with people who are affected by the alarmism and don't realize the calm is not a strategy. Share this with whoever you got to share this with. The truth is that some of you get off on this sort of thing, and you don't want to admit it. I have met millions of people through the internet, and many of which have just freaked out every freaking day over this. And don't stop, don't think, and refuse to just pull it together and realize what's happening. When he sends troops into our cities, realize there's only so much he or they can do, because there's no rioting going on. There's no places being burnt down and fights. No. You're sending troops in, but you ain't the boss of us. And the troops know it's wrong. All of them are there like, what's going on? Ain't like it's a riot, ain't like nobody's done anything. By all statistics in D.C., there's no violent anything. And that whole thing with Doge Big Ball Dude, we know that's some bullshit. There's some bullshit in the game. You know that. You know that. He's sitting there doing this. He's Jussie Smollett. He's Jussie Smollett. That's some manufactured bullshit. It don't even look right. In D.C., people out of D.C., from D.C., I have had contacting me, like hundreds of D.C. people saying, this shit ain't right. It don't even add up, the carjacking. It's manufactured bullshit. Calm it down. Binge watch my videos. Watch my list. Have I earned your subscription? And then also get into my clarity group, link in the description on the homepage.